If gender doesn't exist, what do gender studies students study?
This is the soccer team that just cannot be beaten. The Flying Bats. They play in the women's competition in Sydney, but they have 5 male-born players, and no one can get near them. The latest score, Flying Bats 12, their opposition 0.
This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
And have a look at their success this year. They're undefeated in 13 games, and they've scored 59 goals and only conceded 3.
What the fuck?
They've scored 26 more goals than the team sitting in second place. No one is able to get anywhere near them. Kiralee Smith is a vocal campaigner trying to protect women's sport.
Ben, it's absolutely extraordinary. These guys, some of them are more than 6 foot. They're in their 30s. They're playing against girls who are under 18. I'm now facing court cases 7, 8 and 9 for calling out some of these males in female competition. The anti-discrimination law in this country is absolutely appalling when women can't defend female sex-based rights at the threat of legal action.
The numbers are just out of this world. This year, they've only conceded 3 goals, but they have scored 59 goals. They're undefeated in 13 games. The New South Wales Premier Chris Minns is here. Do you think that's fair?
Well, it sounds like an unbalanced competition.
Well, no fucking shit. This topic is getting very boring. We all know that it's unfair. We all know it shouldn't be happening. But at the end of the day, the only people that can stop it are the women by stopping competing. If the women stop competing, there is no competition and they can't do it. They've got to do some sort of strike or whatever. This is your perfect time to be a feminist and stand up for women's rights. Until then, where can I gamble? Because I want to make some money, bruv. And it's easy to make money on this because I know who's going to win.
Tell them to bring me my money.
So apparently this is actual footage of the Flying Bats that I found on YouTube, and as you're about to see, even though they're way bigger and stronger, they're still fucking dog shit, which is probably why they now identify as women and they compete against teenage girls, because there's no chance these donuts made the men's football team. Right, let's see. Awful touch. Lucky that girl's terrible, or he'd have got smashed. Hoofing it up to absolutely nobody. Coming in for the shoulder barge, and because it's a teenage girl, she's rolling over into another dimension. That would have done nothing to a man. Right, steam rolling, steam training through like Erling Haaland / Ibrahimovic. Let's see how the shot is. Here we go. Dog shit. The keeper caught it. That's how bad it is. Another steam train here. Terrible touch. Gets tackled. Very bad. Oh my god. Doesn't even go for the ball. Just looking to break teenage girls' legs. Get them off the pitch, bruv. Right, here we go. Here we go again. Here comes Ibrahimovic. My god. Oh my god, here we go again. Steam training through again. Man, Ibrahimovic this time finishes it. Taking the piss. That girl's face says it all. Violation. I'm done. Their technical ability is at the level of a female footballer. They're just a lot bigger and stronger. If they didn't have that, they'd be just a shit. The only thing these women can do is stop competing, and I don't know what their parents are doing, letting their teenage girls compete against them. It's a joke.
Is it okay if I touch you? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Before we get started, is it okay if I touch you? Are you fucking serious?
Is it okay if I touch you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is it okay if I touch you? What?
Okay if I touch you?
Go right ahead.
I just gotta ask everybody, like, is it okay if I touch you? If you don't start cutting my hair, I'm leaving.
First things first, is it okay if I touch you and take down this little thing up through the top? Okay, cool.
Is it okay if I touch you?
How else are you gonna cut my hair?
What are your pronouns? They, them. She, they. I'm glad we exchanged those.
And what are your pronouns? Cut hair.
No, we absolutely do not. We do not need segregated gyms. And let me get this straight. You're panicking because of some straight men, but you have time to set up your camera to film yourself panicking? Seriously? And if you truly, truly feel this way, maybe what you need is a home gym.
Do you know what? Maybe we should segregate the gyms and keep the donut in a separate place so they can all just be donuts together and leave us all alone in peace. Because if you're going to bring this shit to the gym, you can fuck off.
I am a cow, chicken, and a pig. My entire life I've been abused and cried.
You know what? He's got a
Why is that valid? How am I a fascist? Do you want to talk?
Mark, that's right. So I would just say, I think.
Can I be a bobcat?
If you want to identify as a bobcat, then I will support you.
Can I be a black person?
I don't know about that. That's not really a gender.
But you're
But
okay.
you're bobcat.
You're
You're
okay with
bobcat, then.
identification fluidity then. Maybe
You
now
wanna
I'm
be
a
a
fox.
Nah, you're not a fox, dude.
Do you understand how things can quickly drift into societal
Yeah,
chaos
but you're just
when
kinda
you
like
ignore
making
chromosomal
shit up.
structure?
Yeah, but that you're confusing sex and gender. I think you
No,
just don't
gender and sex are directly related.
I just think you don't understand.
What don't I understand? Enlighten me.
That their gender is a social construct.
Prove it. How many genders are there?
Depends on how many people want to have.
How many do you want?
Whatever people feel legitimately comfortable with.
Okay,
like
two.
I'm not gonna. Well,
The little sheep's only okay with what his friends tell him is okay. If they tell him to draw a dick on his forehead, he'll do that as well.
Get a f***ing teenage trans person to judge politics and we would never have war again.
What the f*** are you talking about?
You guys like Starbucks?
I love Starbucks.
Yeah. It's great.
I do really appreciate it.
Capitalism, Starbucks.
No, capitalism and the corporate world. Yeah.
The last little brain cell they're sharing is about to die.
Are you straight, gay, or something else?
I'm Hungarian.
What do you look for in a person?
Latina.
When do you think it's appropriate to talk to children about how they identify, whether they're a boy or a girl or otherwise?
I would say, like, from a very young age, like, not, like, press it on them, but, like, be like, hey, just letting you know, like, this is, like, there's more than two genders.
Yeah, leave the kids alone, you fucking lunatics. Their brains do not need to be fed this type of bullshit. If you want to go around acting like you're a cat or Dumbo the elephant, then you go and do that, but leave the kids out.
If you look at history, if you study history broadly, everyone was a slave. Everyone.
Yes. Well, not everyone was a slave.
No, everyone was a slave.
Okay, but
we are all descended from slaves.
Yeah.
Well, all of us.
Yeah.
It's just a question of when. Was it more recent or less recent? That's it.
Right.
But what future do we want? Is this something we want to make part of our constant dialogue forever, or do we want to say, like, let's just move on and treat everyone according to just who they are as an individual?
I agree with you with that. That's the ideal. But what the evidence shows is that that's not what's actually in practice.
Every race has been enslaved at some point. You've probably all got great-great-great-grandfathers that were slaves. But not every single person in the Western world is a slave now. Most of us have never been enslaved or forced to do anything we don't want to do. So we need to stop acting like we're owed something.
Go ahead. I know my rights.
You're ugly.
And
Whoa.
I have this all in recording.
Go ahead.
I haven't called you
Put it
any
on
ill
TikTok.
words.
I don't
haven't
care.
called you any ill words. I haven't offended
You
you in any
hit
way.
me on the sidewalk
and you're
with your body.
following me. Honey.
It's not honey
Okay.
anymore, bitch.
Damn.
All
It's
right.
not honey, bitch.
We're just gonna patiently wait for the cops.
Yes, we are. You're a
getting a
liberal
little bit more
hypocrite, and
aggressive.
you're a bitch. Yeah, I am aggressive. I have PTSD, bitch.
Okay.
You
I
put the wrong treatment today, bitch.
I apologize. I'm sorry.
That's what you should be doing. You should be deleting that fucking video.
I will not, because I feel.
I have a lawyer. I have 2 and 3 lawyers, honey.
I don't believe you.
I will sue your pants off.
I'm not gonna anymore. Okay?
I will sue your pants off. I risk my life every day getting ready in the morning.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
You need therapy. And you know what? You'd be better off in the hood.
I beg your pardon?
Because the hood people, they know how to act.
Okay.
They know how we treat each other.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You have a master's, you have an MBA.
I am
and you work with
currently
a lot
starting
of
to
bunch
shake
of white
more
bitches
because
up
this
in
individual
some
would not
thing.
leave me alone.
You!
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
This shit's so ridiculous, I thought it was a skit, but apparently it was real, and that's a real person that's allowed to vote and roam the streets. So please, someone send the donut to Michael.
Stop it. Get some help.